Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed and my metric number is 1810704. These are the group member names and their metric numbers for our project. The topic of our project is IIUM waqaf time management system. So the DRSA office wish to build a database application that will register the organizer, project, and volunteers. They want our team to design a database application to manage and recognize the volunteers of IIUM students for their efforts in community-based service like teaching codes to primary school, giving awareness to be safe online, and distributing food to the needy people. And we will design a database application that will register the organizer, their projects, and also the volunteers. So the problem statement for our project is projects can be delayed for approval by the DRSA authority. Our volunteers must wait for a long time for process and approval to complete before the time required, and the organizer might have to wait for approval of the project and assign to the volunteers. And our project scope is the organizer and the volunteers that will help the entire project will be one of the main user of this database, and they will be able to view all the recipients with their basic information. The maximum number of 5 projects per organizer can be created per semester, and we will allow the organizer to register and set up their projects. For example, their interest can be like teaching code, distributing food, online safety. And once the organizer assign a project, that project proposal will go to the DRSA office. And if they approve that project, it will be assigned to our volunteers. If not, if they deny the project, then it will not be assigned to any volunteers. So we will allow the organizer to set the limit to the number of students and the time required for this project. And the organizer can also modify their details like change of time, venue, the time required for doing one project. And the organizer will take the volunteers from IIUM students, and their details will be also included. And the volunteers will be able to register to the projects of their interest, and their participation will be limited. The students will be able to take 3 projects per semester, and in the end of the projects, the volunteers will leave the feedback to the organizer in terms of their satisfactions. And our each project will be tracked if it's approved by the DRSA office or not, and the number of volunteers required, the computation progress, and the project team is guided by a coordinator that was appointed by the DRSA office. And our team members consist of 2 system analysts and 2 programmers. These are the requirements for our project. And for identified users, we used 3, which are coordinator, organizer, and volunteers. For the task 1, the entities and attributes are 6, organizer, volunteer, team, projects, item, projects, status, and feedback. And for organizer entity, the attributes are these: organizer ID, name, address, gender, phone number, basically their personal informations, and along with their IDs. For volunteers, the attributes are these, and for item, attributes are these. For status entity and feedback, the attributes are these. Okay, for the ER diagram and relational schema to show the relationship between the entities and attributes, we try to keep it very simple but specific, and we try to make it as packed as possible. Like we try to give everything that is like the possible attributes. For organizer, attributes and remarks are these. For volunteers, these are the attributes and remark. We basically try to keep it personal information and also their professional information, and like all the remarks are written in details. So that was my part. Thank you.